Hello again, everybody, and welcome back to another edition of the Forex Market Preview. And my name is Jason, and if the first time you're watching this video, thank you very much. And if you're one of the thousands who continue to get this video and watch it every week, well, I want to say thank you to you as well. I'm going to take a look at a couple of different things here. Actually, I pulled up an obscure pair. For those of you who have never visited this before, what we do here each and every week is I identify some very high probability trades that I'm watching and that potentially could fit into your trading book as well. So I give you a little behind the scenes look at what I do and kind of the analysis that I run, and you get a chance to see some of the trades that are likely going to be trades that I'll end up taking this week. I do some analysis on some higher time frames to give you guys time to take a look at it and a chance to, really get a feel for what I do and a chance to do some of the analysis. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to take a look at a kind of obscure pair, Pound Canada. A lot of these, people don't trade, they don't think to trade. Depending on how big a portfolio that it is that you watch, this may or may not be part of what you see on a normal basis. So I thought it'd be a good one to take a look at this week and kind of show you some of the different setups that are happening right now. The first thing that you're going to see here as I zoom in is this three drives pattern. If I go ahead and just copy and paste these lines, you're going to be able to see that the market, acting very harmonically, made three consecutive moves down, all roughly equal distance. And now we've had a retracement back up as we go the other direction. Now, what's interesting to note here is we actually have a cipher pattern. Now, if you're not familiar with patterns at all, don't worry about it. This is just a specific type of pattern. And if I go ahead and draw in the cipher pattern, you're going to be able to see it clearly. This is what the cipher pattern looks like. And this cipher pattern actually terminates right at roughly a 786 retracement, which just so happens to be exactly where this market has chosen to terminate for the week. So this is a very big sell here on Pound Canada on this cipher pattern. Now, we also have another trade setting up, and that trade is a Gartley pattern on this same pair. If I go ahead and bring my little deal out here, I can show you the Gartley pattern as well. And I'm going to change the color of this so it's a little bit easier to read and for you guys to distinguish the Gartley pattern from the cipher pattern. But the Gartley pattern is going to look something like this, and it's going to terminate at about a 786 retracement as well, but with a 127 extension. So we're going to mark out our 127 extension here, and we're going to see that this 127 actually comes in just a bit higher, right about the 886. If I bring in my ratio confluence here with my swing high to swing low of my Fibonacci retracement, and then I double tap on that, grab my 886 retracement, we'll just do it right here, you're going to see that the 127 and 886 terminate right there. So you're looking at roughly two different trading opportunities here, both terminating at about the same place. Oh, let me change this so this makes more sense to you. Doesn't do much good if I only got half the pattern colored right. So you've got a bigger Gartley pattern and a cipher pattern terminating at roughly the same juncture point. You're going to look for a reversal somewhere between where we are right now and right here at this particular area where the Gartley pattern would complete. Now, stops have to be above X. Remember, stops have to be above here. We have to give this market room to run. But right now, we're in a reversal area looking for this market to pull back. We did just come off a cipher win back here. I was showing the private client group this last Thursday, that hey, we did have a 127 extension here, giving us a cipher pattern back this direction. Excuse me. What am I doing here? Oh, good grief! Hang on. We had the cipher pattern that came in right like this. I'm losing my mind. That's what happens. Coming back down in here, terminating at around a 786. Now we did punch through that, but we didn't break below the lows. So because we didn't break below the lows, this was still a valid trade, and we ended up hitting both of our targets, target 1 and target 2 on that. Now, if you've been through the Ratio Master series or the Pro Trader course, if you're familiar with all of that, that makes a lot of sense. If not, don't worry about it. Don't get overwhelmed with it. Just know that, hey, here in the blue box area, we're going to be looking for a potential reversal. That means we expect the market to fall. We expect to see a retracement. How much could we get? Fibonacci retracement, swing low to swing high, somewhere in here. Looking for somewhere around 158.73s to all the way down to 156.48. So again, if I just draw this in, some potential reversal area here. I would expect to see, a move, somewhere in here for a potential fall. And if I want to just make that red, I can. eSignal's a wonderful charting package. Allows me to do all kinds of cool colorations and stuff on here. So would expect to see the market take a nosedive to, somewhere in here, 382, 618, maybe all the way back down in here to structure, potentially. So a lot of room here for the market to fall. Very nice risk reward on this trade. Let's go ahead and bump over to Euro Aussie, excuse me. Euro Aussie, I actually have limit orders resting. I am looking for, this is on a 4-hour chart, so let me come down to the 4-hour and show you guys that. The 4-hour chart here shows there were a couple of Gartleys we were watching. If you were, I can't remember if I did this with I did do it with your group because it's on this computer. But you see the bullish Gartley pattern. I'm looking to buy at around 124.43s. You also had a bearish Gartley pattern going the other direction that didn't end up completing. And I talked, I believe it was last week, about this potential pattern that was setting up. Andre actually brought to my attention today another pattern that was setting up in here. And this pattern is actually a crab pattern, and it looks like this. Boom. Something like that. And then we get this, and then this is going to go all the way down here to about a 1618 extension. So let me just go ahead and draw it in here. Now again, if you're not familiar with these patterns, it's not incredibly important that you be familiar with them. But you've got two basic pattern setups coming in here. So potential Gartley buy and a potential crab pattern buy. The Gartley buy is going to be somewhere around 124.23s. And the other buy is going to be around 123.65s. I'm sorry, 123.65s. So again, you've got a little range in here where the market could potentially reverse. Oops, hang on. Somewhere in here. My stops, of course, are down here at around 123.10. So I'm giving myself plenty of room here for this market to kind of work. But this is a couple of different areas. Now, many of you, I talk about Andre. Many of you know him. He's been around for a long time. Phenomenal ratio trader. He and I collaborate a lot in the mastermind group. And just a sidebar, I told you guys about the training course I was going to be involved with. I'm going to be taking it. I'm not selling it. I'm not doing anything with it. I'm actually taking the course. And I was impressed enough with it that I shared it with you and gave you guys a link to it. Well, Andre, who's been with me for years now, and who is in a mastermind group with me, took a look at it and said, well, I want it, and he bought it, and he's going through it now, and he said it's phenomenal. I'm so glad that you turned me on to that. So if you haven't had a chance to do that, you might want to look back or send us an email. I'm happy to send you the link to it. But they're going to be they're offering the course is open now for people to take advantage, and I found it intriguing enough, and I got an actual behind-the-scenes look at the course, so I got to see it actually before I bought it, and I found it interesting enough that I wanted to take it. So I'm going to be going through the course as well, but I'm going to wait for those of you who come alongside, who come do it. We can all kind of do it together and have that going for us. So again, if you want to do that, go ahead and take a look at it, because it's if they haven't already started, the sales process, they're well into it. They're going to be starting soon. So anyway, Euro Pound here. Again, limit orders, 79.79. Looking to buy, 79.79. Why am I looking to buy? Let's take a look. Cipher pattern again. Are you training your eye? Are you beginning to see the patterns emerge here? Cipher pattern setting up. Looking for those buy limits at around 79.79. And again, where are we going to go? Boom. Boom. Well, let's assume that we come all the way down in. Let's assume we stop on a dime right where I wanted to buy. We're looking for somewhere in here around 80.50s for target 1 and around 80.94s for target 2. So again, we got a nice big fat area here where the market may come in and reverse and head up north. And again, if we just want to make this green so that it's easy for everybody to see, yes, we are buying. And yes, that's where we're wanting the market to go. So taking a look at your risk reward on this trade, a pretty nice risk reward. You got about a 1-to-1 to target 1. So if I go, there's my target 1 at the 382. There's my risk. I got basically exactly a 1-to-1 on this trade, and then looking for some potential follow-on targets a little bit higher. So it makes this just another fantastic trade, something that we definitely want to be paying attention to. That is going to just about do it. The one more thing I do want to look at, because I haven't looked at it yet today, let's just have a look out here on the daily chart. Yeah, we haven't gotten there yet. If you guys remember, we had sells out on this pound dollar a couple of weeks ago. Ended up taking target 1 for about I think it was 220 pips or so. We ended up hitting our target 1. Now we're waiting to see if the market will come back down in here and basically come into support around 157.40s, 157.50s. That's going to be, you see the shelf right here. Previous resistance, resistance, resistance. I scroll left. You got resistance and resistance here. You got a little bit of support back here, although broken. There's just a lot going on right here at this 157.40s level. So if the market will continue to press down, if you're still holding this position, you should just be trailing those stops. So you got stops above the swing high here, opportunities just to continue to ride this wave as it continues to go south. So that's about it. That's all I really wanted to cover with you today. A very quick video, but I've showed you a couple of different charts, and especially on this stuff like pound CAD where we don't get to see it a lot, there's a ton going on here. And it's this way on virtually every chart that you're going to run across, is you're going to be able to identify patterns that are setting up that are going to give you profitable trading opportunities. Now, if you don't understand this stuff, if it's not very familiar with you, if you're not a trained technician, if you're just a guy who's kind of out wandering in the mist trying to figure out, a profitable trading method that's going to help you and is going to be a benefit to you today, tomorrow, and in the future, this is going to help you do that. And you can continue to watch the videos. There's other stuff for you to get involved with if you want to. I always tell guys the very easiest way to get into and actually see this on a better scale or on a grander scale is to become part of the syndicate. The syndicate's very, very cheap. It's something that I think that anybody who's serious about pattern recognition and who is a serious student of what we do here should be a syndicate member. We've made it cheap enough that everybody can get involved. So if you have any questions, feel free to email me. We've got staff here that are around to help you guys and help you improve upon your trading. I'm giving you several good trading ideas for this week, and we'll come back next week and we'll see if any of them turned out, and also take a look at, of course, some new stuff that's going to be happening, of course, as the market continues to churn and we continue to see opportunities present themselves. So until next time, guys, good luck and good trading. I will talk to you soon.